from Dorsey Field in Manhattan Beach, California. It's going to be the Coast Soccer League Girls Under 10 out of the Bronze West Division, featuring Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf and South Bay Force Blue. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for George Landyman Video Sports Productions with George on the camera. Always a treat to have George there. And let's go ahead and get the lineup for Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf. First, their keeper will be Michaela Johnson. Their midfielder forward will be at number 2 is Alex Cicera. Number 3 at mid or forward is Hannah Beck. Number 4 at central defense is Jackie Hoot. Number 5 at defender mid forward, she'll play all over the field, is Ava Van Toff. Number 7 at defender or midfield is Jordan Rowe. Number 8 at forward is Allie Wong. 9 at midfielder forward is Elena Grogan. 10 at left defender is Lydia Rosen. 11 at defender is going to be Olivia Tuffley. She'll be doing a lot of the throw-ins. And number 12, she also plays keeper, and a defender is Mia Whitney. The head coach is Howard Braithwaite, and the team manager is Chris Tuffley. For the South Bay Force, will be going from left to right on your picture. They will be head coached today by Christy Shaner, and a team administrator is Peter Stutz. And defender is number 4, Nisha Shatwani. Number 10 at forward is Jessica Montero. Center mid at number 11 is Maddie Stutz. Number 14 at keeper is Bridget Corbell. Also, Caitlin Malia is number 15. She can also play a keeper. Number 18 at defender is Myers Rodberg. Number 19 at midfield is Emily Morrissey. 21 at defender is Alexandra Maggie Como. And 24 at midfield is Shannon Blood. And that's your lineup for both squads. And we are about ready to shift colors and get underway for all you sailors out there past and present from Dorsey Field. This girls under 10 match where the South Bay Force got it in the defensive half. Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf. This is a match that both teams had played to a 1-1 tie earlier in the Coast Soccer League season here of 2010. On the outside, MB Sand and Surf trying to make a move that time with Grogan. And it is going to be a throw-in. Throw-in by South Bay Force Blue. And that was done by Alex Maggie Como. However, guess it was an illegal throw-in. So MB Sand and Surf now into the box and retreating back. Nicely that time was Chatwani to get it out of danger.
When we have a corner, come out to the edge of the circle.
Going after it is Jessica, or going after it, I should say, is Lydia Rosen. And Rosen with the CK. Rosen, a tough ball, and it goes all the way across the 18-yard box and out of play on the near side. Watching girls under 10 out of the Bronze West of the CSL. And that ball goes out of play right here at Manhattan Beach, Little League Dorsey Field. You can feel the sea breeze from here into the 18-yard box, and a strike that time. Nicely done by Elena Grogan. And the save by the keeper for the South Bay Force. Caitlin Malia playing keeper to start it off. Olivia Tuffley throws it in on the near side. Chasing it down was Allie Wong. That ball was knocked out by the South Bay Force. It'll be a throw-in for MB Sand and Surf. A lot of these girls go to school with each other in the 18-yard box, so they know each other well. To the outside of the box now. South Bay Force trying to protect And he pushed it upfield now, out of their own defensive half. Along the right flank, though, still keeping the pressure on. Over there is Lydia Rosen, and now in the 18-yard box. Chasing it down is Grogan. And it goes out of play off her foot. It'll be a throw-in for South Bay Force. And a strike along that far side touchline. Unfortunately, Lady wasn't looking that time, reaching for something in her bag, and nearly got hit by the soccer ball. But it didn't happen, thankfully, and it's saved by Caitlin Malia. So Malia making the save. Keep the score 0-0 here in the first half. Mid-field action here. The South Bay Force, a touch that time by Montero, and it is going to be an offsides call. So a free kick for the South Bay Force Blue. And at midfield, they get it up to Montero, and Montero rides that ball off of the red and black of MB Sand and Surf. Rodberg throwing it in on the near side. Goes out of play.
First to the ball, Lana.
Throwing it in that time was Montero, and it goes out of play again, and Montero will try it again to try to get that action going in the 18-yard box with her teammates. The header, it goes back behind her, Maddie Stutz, and now a strike, that time by Chatwani over in the corner, but the keeper goes over and makes the save, Michaela Johnson. And Michaela pushing that ball up to central. It was intercepted momentarily by Montero, but now running onto the soccer ball is Cicera. Cicera still on it, and it goes out of play on the near side in a 0-0 match here at Dorsey Field in Manhattan Beach. Hope you're enjoying this match with your nice beverage and your nice snack. This has been a nice day of Coast Soccer League action here to finish out the last weekend. And that one and thrown in, went off the side of the net that time. Going back up the field now, chasing it down is Hoot. And it goes out of play. 0-0 score. South Bay Force along the left flank trying to get something going, but intercepted by Grogan. Down to central, and a deep back is able to win it, but Grogan gets it again and sends it back into the box. Grogan chasing it down, and so is Cicera in the area. And chasing it down also was Wong in his space. And a strike that time by Rosen, and it is off the South Bay Force and out of play in the far side touchline. They throw in MB Sand and Surf along their right flank. Chasing it down is Wong. Wong couldn't get to it though. So it goes back upfield to South Bay Force winning it across midfield. They got a runner along the left flank that time, and that is Montero. And Jessica was routed off the soccer ball. However, she will throw it in as it was off of MB. Sand and Surf into the 18-yard box, or the top of the box, and winning it, the defenders, and pushing it back on the field. There's a strike by Hoot.
First to the ball, Lydia.
To the outside now, chasing it down is Rosen. And coming off her line. Nicely done, Michaela Johnson. Making a good decision that time to get to the soccer ball. There's a strike by Allie Wong down to central, but the keeper is able to get to the soccer ball first. Malia, nice play.
First, Olivia, first. Good job, Liv. Find your pass now, Liv. Great move, Olivia. First, don't
strike. Into the 18-yard box, and it is routed off on the near side by MB Sand and Surf. The sun setting here in the west. The field shadows creeping more and more. Don't know if the lights will go on here at Dorsey Field. Late afternoon game, pushed out of the 18-yard box by MB Sanded Surf. And South Bay Force now, and they push it over to Johnson, but Michaela able to control that soccer ball with a nice save, push it upfield to Toff. Ava Van Toff now trying to move her along the left flank, but she was dispossessed, and back to go the other way with Montero, and Johnson gets her teammate to push it out of the 6-yard box. But here's Montero again, sweeping it into central, and got a teammate there for support, and they push it out of the 18-yard box. As getting to it was Grogan. However, South Bay Force winning it again. Remember, these two teams played a very close match in the first match this year with each other. And they're starting to do the same thing again here. The neighbors here of Manhattan Beach in Hermosa Beach. On the near side, it will be a throw-in. MB Sanded Surf will throw it in their red and black. Into the attacking third, into the 18-yard box. Figuratively. Smaller field. Montero's beat the defender. Montero, goal! Go, 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 go! Jessica Montero puts it in the back of the net on a beautiful run to be able to beat the last defender, and it is 1-0.
No hesitation, just go through it, okay? Go through the flow.
Most of the territorial advantage in this match has been for Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf, but it is the South Bay Force that puts it in the back of the net. And now again, Sand and Surf on the attack, and retreating back is Shatwani, and pushes it out of play deep in her own 18-yard box.
Go get it.
MB Sand and Surf still working. Now trying to get the first goal of the match for them. And in this case, it would be the equalizer as they are down 1-0. A strike in the 18-yard box. MB Sand and Surf on the near side, and they stay with it. But it was lastly off of South Bay Force. MB Sand and Surf in the 18-yard box. Shoot and a save at the last moment that time. Getting to the soccer ball, Malia. Up the field for the Surf, for the Force. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw in. MB Sand and Surf. Intercepted, South Bay Force pushing it all the way down to Johnson, and Michaela has no problem with that one. Nobody near her. And she drives it upfield off of a bounce. Looking for Alex Cicera, and it goes out of play in the near side. Pushed out by Cicera. Montero, and she knocks it out of play. A throw in for MB Sand and Surf. They get it over to Rowe. Jordan Rowe. And in the central now for Grogan. Going up forward. On the near side, chasing it down is Allie Wong, and it goes out of play.
Jordan.
Olivia Tuffley was the one throwing that soccer ball in on the near side earlier. Got her mixed up there with Cicera. And the central, Jordan Rowe. Now here's Olivia Tuffley. Tuffley sending that ball up forward, and going after the soccer ball that time was Cicera. Tuffley throws it in again, and it is knocked out of play. Couldn't control it there. Jordan trying to keep it in. Olivia Tuffley sending it up forward in the 18-yard box, but they quickly sent it out of their box. And after a couple of tries, Rosen was trying to get to it. It goes out to the wide now. Grogan now. Grogan's pass was intercepted. Now here's Cicera. Alex Cicera On the move on the wide, but South Bay Forest able to corral that soccer ball and push it upfield a little bit, but they can't go any further. And there's a strike by Jordan Rowe in the central, and it was intercepted and sent upfield. However, running onto it is MB Sand serve. Down at central, had a shot that time, and a good one by Allie Wong.
Allie, good one, Al.
Allie Wong trying to put that ball in the back of the net.
Hey, go with your head.
But a nice save
Gordon, this is your player.
by the keeper, Malia.
Olivia.
And substitution for the South Bay Force
First.
as Emily Morrissey is coming out of the match, and we'll find out the young lady who came in. It might be Shannon Blood on the near side.
That away, Allie. Stay with it, Allie.
Alex Cicera.
Great ball.
Good job, Liv.
Go.
That was actually Allie Wong on the near side, and now with it is Cicera. Cicera on the move. Cicera still staying after it into space, but taken away by Shannon Blood. Shannon Blood on the left flank there. Knocked out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in. And Shannon Blood for South Bay Force will throw it in toward the 18-yard box. Intercepted. Nicely done by Tuffley. And they're going to get an opportunity, MB Sand serve. Down 1-0 to throw it in. Here at Dorsey Field in Manhattan Beach.
Alex, can we run? They can run.
And pass midfield all the way toward the 18-yard box. MB Sand serve has a big chance, and they just missed it at time. I believe it was Alana Grogan, the shot. And she just missed the far post. Still 1-0. The white and blue of the South Bay Force. Intercepting it is Wong, but handball.
That's a good job, Allison.
Free kick.
Go.
South Bay Force now. The intercept nicely done by Jordan Rowe. Rowe gets it to the interior to her teammate, whose pass got intercepted, but following it up and support Jordan Rowe, and here's an early ball and a goal! Go! Alex Cicera! And it is 1-1 on a beautiful run in the 18-yard box. And they get the equalizer. That all started by Jordan Rowe, and Rowe got the beautiful early ball to Cicera, and Cicera the finish. And we're tied here at Dorsey Field.
Nice job, Lydia. Good job, Lydia.
The throw-in now
Good job, Ilana.
for the South Bay Force. Substitution, and if miss any substitutions, we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball out there on the pitch. The world's most famous sport, football. In most countries, soccer in this one, because we got another sport playing today called football. Going out the far side touchline, it'll be a throw in to South Bay Force. And coming to the soccer ball is Montero. However, winning it, MB Sand serve. But here's Montero. Again, she scored the only goal so far for the South Bay Force, and she'd love to try to break the tie. But Montero can't hold on to it there, and it is knocked out of play. It'll be a throw-in, though, for MB Sand serve. Pass midfield. Retreating back is Chatwani for SB Force. And in the central, and a foul off the collision. And coming out is Hannah Beck. Or no, she's not coming out, just moving out to the wide. And it's going to be a free kick. Jackie Hoop with the free kick.
Go for it.
The strike intercepted by Montero. Could be dangerous. Montero, Hoot is there, stands tall into space. However, Montero goes after it again. Two players go down, and it could be a card. And it will be yellow card for Jessica Montero. Little bit too much on the back of Jackie Hoot that time, and it'll be a free kick. Again, I mentioned a lot of these players go to school with each other. And Jackie Hoot with a free kick in her own half. Going to give it out wide to her teammate. And it go up the field over to Hannah Beck. That ball sent back at the defensive half of MB Sand and serve. And here's Montero. And a strike all the way down to the 18-yard box. Going after it that time was Alex Cicera. She of the goal for MB Sand and Surf, the only one in the match. Working towards halftime in a 1-1 match here as the Shadows have pretty much taken over the entire field now. It'll be a throw-in. MB Sand and Serve. And the attacking third. In this 1-1 match, it's still in the 18-yard box. Always dangerous in the box. Still in the box. Strike there by Cicera. And again, another strike. And it goes out of play, though, lastly off of the foot of Toff. Throw in, SB Force.
Go get it. Al, go.
SB Force now with Montero.
Go, Al.
And a strike. And the central goes back behind Olivia Tuffley. And it is out of play now. Going to be a substitution for MB Sand and Serve as Mia Whitney comes into the match. Montero throws it in, has a player there, but it goes back up the field. SB Force trying to get after, but it can't. In their own defensive half, pushing it into the defensive half of SB Force now. Nicely done on a run on the near side by MB Sand and Surf. That being Mia Whitney. Olivia Tuffley throws it in over towards outside the box. In the box now, and getting to it there was Rodberg to push it out. Mary Myers Rodberg wants to be called Myers Rodberg. It's going to be a corner kick when it went past the goal line. Into the 18-yard box, intercepted that time by Myers Rodberg. She's got her teammate to push it out of the 18. But standing right there tall was Tuffley. It's back in the box now. And MB Sand and Surf still on the attack. A strike. Trying to get another strike on it. They couldn't, but now they do. And it goes awry of the near post. And nicely done coming up there to strike that soccer ball was Jackie Hoot. Coming up from her defensive spot. And Jackie's got to retreat back as Montero has the speed. Montero's ahead and a save that time. That's two defenders trying to do whatever they could to keep her from getting a real good shot. She took the shot, but the save was made by Michaela Johnson. Johnson making a save, but Montero showing she's got that speed. And can be tough if she gets by the last defender. So our teammates got to run down there and support if they can. South Bay Force in near midfield. It goes out of play in this 1-1 match. Getting closer and closer towards halftime. Montero. And it's going to be a foul. And Jessica has to be careful. She's already got a yellow card. One more and her team will play one player down. Never seen it in 8v8. But it could happen. Montero winning the soccer ball. Montero down to central, but does not get the good shot as pushes it wide of the net. And Michaela Johnson works that ball over to the corner of the 6 for the goal kick and gets it started. MB Sand and serve. Jackie Hoot. And in central. Got support that time by Elena Grogan. And Allie Wong, and that ball is pushed into the defensive half. And it is knocked out of play that time. Getting back is Chatwani. Chatwani roaming over towards the left defensive spot to make the play. MB Sand and Surf going to throw it in from their right flank. And that far side touchline, and they continue to try to get a strike. They do into the 6, and let's see. It must have been an offsides call. Offsides call that time. You know, earlier we had the age bracket under 9, and we actually had 3 refs. And here we're under 10, and we only got 1 ref. Very interesting sometimes in the Coast Soccer League. And when he had the 3 refs, it's that guy in the central is called the center ref, which you see in most age brackets 11 and above. And that soccer ball goes out of play on the near side. And don't get me wrong, more than likely it's the availability of the refs that kind of decides how many refs are in the match. And coming in the match now, Lydia Rosen again. Rosen on the near side. Want to try and help her team break the tie now. And it's 1-1 match towards the 6. Nearly a handball. And it was. It'll be a free kick now for SB Force Blue. Substitution coming in for MB San and Sir Jordan Rowe back in the match. Lights are coming on now, so they do have the lights at work here. And that's the end of the first half of action. Wonderful match. Stick with us. You'll see the players get their intermission and their instruction, and we'll be right back with the second half under the lights here at Dorsey Field.
You all right?
Action underway here in the second half. Left to right, MB Sand and Surf, and the South Bay Force Blue going from right to left. 1-1 your score at the end of the first half. Goals in the first half by Alex Cicera for the Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf, and for the South Bay Force, it was Jessica Montero. Jessica Montero also garnered a yellow card, and so she has to be very careful. Otherwise, her team can play one player down if she gets another card. Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf throwing it in. And they touched it out lastly. Myers Rodberg will throw it in for the white and blue on South Bay Force. Here in this Bronze West match. Two second place teams obviously tied for second and they were tied the first two times, or the first time they played each other, 1-1. And when I say two times, they're tied here again today. Fit to be tied. Who will break the tie? And the South Bay Force Blue now still trying to defend in their own defensive half. They had to do a lot of that in their first half.
Get the ball, girls.
Let's go.
Going after that soccer ball was Michaela Johnson. She is out there running around on the pitch. Mia Whitney is the keeper here in the second half for Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf. And Bridget Corbell is the keeper for South Bay Force Blue here in the second half. Michaela Johnson with the speed and drawing that ball back, but then getting over to it is Chadwani, and it goes out of play off of the red and black. NB Sand and Surf now headed toward that box. They're in the box now. There's a shot and a goal! Go, 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 go! Beautiful shot that time. I believe it was Allie Wong. Yes, Allie Wong the goal. 2-1, and they have broken the tie and scored more than the other team in both of the matches so far. Leading 2-1 here today. But will the South Bay Force try to get the equalizer? Remember, South Bay Force Blue took the lead in the match, and then Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf came back and tied it up. But it is 2-1 right now, early here in the second half. On the strength of the goal, that time by Allie Wong. Now it's going to be a free kick for the South Bay Force Blue in the defensive half of MB Sand and Surf. Maddie Stutz. Her pass intercepted, but it carries over to her teammate, and a shot, and it goes off the side of the net that time. It went under the foot of Emily Morrissey, and Morrissey took the shot, but it wasn't accurate enough to get it in the back of the net. Up the field now, here's Wong. Wong on a soccer ball, still finds it now, takes a shot, and it nearly hopped behind the keeper, but it went off to her left. Bridget Corbell had a rebound off that last shot by Wong, but thankfully for her, it went off to her left, and that was away from the net. Tough to keep the rebounds from getting behind you at this young age. Those balls can be shot quite well, struck quite well out there on the pitch. Going to be a throw-in now. Lydia Rosen throws it in. And into space, chasing it down was Myers Rodberg, but she knocked it out of play. And so it's going to be a throw-in. MB Sand and Surf entertaining a one-goal lead, 2-1 here in the second half. Off the header, and that one just goes awry of the net. Nice header that time by Michaela Johnson.
Defense! Defense! Keep them in, Ava!
It'll be a goal kick taken now by Maddie Stutz.
That's right, Allie. Put the big foot back, Allie. Come to you.
Maddie Stutz, the strike, down the right flank, but intercepted that time by Ava Van Top, sending it all the way over to the corner. Now it's danger in the box. They can't quite get anybody in that box to strike it again. Upfield, but here's the strike from long distance, and a save by Corbell. Bridget Corbell runs it out, sends it upfield off of Ava Van Top, and out of play. South Bay Force Now retreating back in your own defensive third again. Here is Michaela Johnson, sends a strike, and it just is off the side of the net. Michaela Johnson, a nice run in the corner of the 18. Off the side of the net, though. Still 2-1. Upfield. In a center circle. Winds onto the foot of Morrissey. Morrissey goes to the interior. It's taken away. They got to retreat back in their own defensive half as Wong putting pressure again up the field. Lydia Rosen to throw in. Rosen into the box, looking for Wong. Wong tries to strike it, but cannot, as Chatwani gets to it first and drives it out of play. The throw in now by Rosen in the box. Driven out of the box and upfield. The dangerous Montero. She's at midfield. Montero still on a soccer ball. Montero strikes it and it goes past the goal line. And is it going to be a foul there? Let's see. No, it is not. Very close play that time as Jackie Hoog getting back. And she played it the right way that time, not allowing Montero to get a real good accurate shot. But at the same time, not fouling her in the box, which would have been a penalty shot. Hannah Beck comes in. Beck for Manhattan Beach, Sand and Surf, leading 2-1 in this match. The Coast Soccer League, girls under 10, on the move now. Here is Malia, and it goes out of play. Caitlin Malia. And it was lastly off a Manhattan Beach Sand and Serve. So Maddie Stutz with the corner kick. So the set piece for Maddie Stutz and South Bay Force. It's a good one and a sub, getting her hands up. Mia Whitney keeping it from going in the back of the net. Whitney, a big save that time. And as I was talking to the team manager, he told me that that's happened before when these two teams played each other in the first match. The throw in toward the 18-yard box. And it is knocked out by Chatwani.
Come on, girls. Go to the ball. Behind him, Michaela. Behind him. Behind Jackie. Get there, Jordan. Get there.
And into the 18-yard box now, and it is on the side of the net.
Keep going, let's go. Get your shape. Go to West.
2-1. Manhattan Beach, Sand and Surf.
Last man.
Here we go, Red. First to the ball, Red.
Jackie,
First to the ball.
Come on, Allie. Come on, Allie. The guy from Dexter.
Strike up the central. Montero runs onto it. Jessica Montero still on a soccer ball. Montero outside the box. Montero is dangerous, and it goes on the side of the net that time as they're able to rout her from being able to get the big shot to tie it up.
Nice play, Jackie.
The defenders doing a fine job there in the 6-yard box as Montero had a head of steam. But South Bay Force, a good strike. Whitney, and they go! Go, 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 go! La! The initial save by Whitney, and it looked like Montero put it in the back of the net, and it is 2-2. Both of these two teams able to put the ball in the back of the net. They've shown their progress during the season, and they've been able to get two on an unseasonably cool day here in the day before Halloween 2010. Rained earlier today. Left the field kind of choppy today, but it will heat up as tomorrow ensues and the week ensues. Alex Sarah is back into the match for MB Sand and Surf. as we go into November. And definitely the Coast Soccer League will heat up as going down 2 players. Again, Montero has to be careful. She has been their big weapon in this match. And this time, the yellow card comes out against Michaela Johnson.
Come on, Red.
2-2 to score. Here in the second half, still plenty of time for either team to try to get the go-ahead and potential winning goal, as both teams have scored here in the second half. Montero has scored 2 goals for the white and blue, trying for the hat trick. Up the field, chasing it down is Wong. Or Cicera, who scored 1 goal herself in this match. Cicera pushing a beautiful ball, but she's offsides that time. She was looking for Alana Grogan, but she was offsides. Little bit too ambitious on a run into the box. But a nice decision that time by Alex Cicera. Intercepted into the 18-yard box now. Retreating back is Maggie Como. 50-50 ball. It goes over to Wong, and a save as Corbell is able to find it that time. And Bridget drives it upfield. Into Central. MB Sanitzer trying to find a handle, and it can't now, and winning it is Morrissey. And the ball is taken away by Johnson. Nice run from the back. But now pushed into their defensive third, and the center ref says play on. Montero, dangerous and over the top of the net. Montero took a blast. Nobody would have saved it that time, not you or I, but it was too high. And a substitution as coming out, Caitlin Malia. And we will find out the player that just came in as she touches it now, and that's Shannon Blood. Back into the contest. Back into the match, if you will. Pushed up forward over to Stutz. Stutz out wide to Blood, and she can't go any further as they stand tall in the back. Still trying to win the soccer ball. Trying to be tough in the deep back. And they are, and they push it upfield now. And it goes out of play on the near side.
Go, Red.
Great action in this 2-2 match of the girls under 10, the Coast Soccer League 2010 out of the Bronze West Division. 50-50 ball goes over to Morrissey. Morrissey all the way up to Montero. You know her speed. You know her ability to take a shot. She goes down. And a save. And let's see what will be the call. Montero went down hard, and the South Bay Force are going to come out and take a look at Jessica, and she's going to stay up. A very tough young lady, and back into the match.
Here we go, Red.
The foul on a play against Montero, so it is going to be the free kick.
Who's first? Again. Find your pass now. Find your pass.
Into the Central.
Come on, girls. Follow up.
Into the Central. Going after it that time was Rodberg, pushing it out wide, and it's knocked out of play by Michaela Johnson. The throw in quickly as they want to go to Montero. Dispossessed that time. Strength of foot that time, taking it away from Montero. And back the other way. Cicera, and getting back is Chatwani and pushing it past the far side touchline. Nice play by Nisha. Ranging over toward that outside back position. And driving the ball out of play. A throw in, Michaela Johnson. Johnson throws it in. It goes by her and out of play, but it was lastly off of the South Bay Forest Blue. So it'll be a throw-in for Michaela Johnson and her teammates, who are all tied at 2 here in the second half. The strike toward the Central. Got players there in the Central, but won by the South Bay Force as they try to push upfield. And pushed across midfield. Johnson misses it. Shannon Blood now trying to get it to Montero, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the South Bay Forest Blue. And coming in, Michaela Johnson coming out, Olivia Tuffley coming in. Tuffley at a defender position. On the near side, pushed all the way up forward now. On it is Cicera. Alex Cicera can't continue on. As in the deep back, they're able to win it. On the near side, a touch by Allie Wong. Cicera just went by it. And it was on the foot of Stutz. Stutz pushes an early ball, looking for Montero. It goes past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. All right, take that back. A corner kick is what I meant to say for South Bay Forest Blue. Another beautiful pass, and Montero with her speed able to run it down, but she was dispossessed at the last moment. However, it is going to be a corner kick. South Bay Forest Blue, and a save by Mia Whitney. Whitney's had to make some saves here in the second half. Playing the keeper. As Johnson played keeper in the first half. In his 2-2 match, it's going out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the South Bay Forest Blue. Alexandra Maggie Como throwing it in. Emily Morrissey getting it towards, again, Montero. But it's knocked out of play in his space. Lydia Rosen marking her well. Actually, Lydia stands a little bit taller than Jessica. Montero. Montero in his face, always dangerous. And in the Central, takes another strike. But they're able to win it in that 18-yard box. MB Sand and Surf, and they push it upfield, and chasing it down is Alexandra Maggie Como. Maggie Como throws it in, looking for her teammate Morrissey on the near side, and they try to go forward to Montero. She didn't get it. However, in the Central, they have it with Stutz. Stutz on an early ball, and on the outside to Blood now, but it's taken away. MB Sand and Surf winning it along their left flank. Coming up the field, it goes out of play as Shadwani, protecting into space at midfield, knocks it out. 2-2 match. Center ref has looked at his watch just to find out where we are here in the second half. Takes another look at it. We're coming close and closer to the end of this match. The throw-in. And it is knocked out by Myers Rodberg. Again, trying to make a big offensive attack here and get it in the back of the net. They tied the first time they played each other, and they're tied here again. It'll be a CK, but it's 2-2 versus 1-1 as it was the first time. Both the two teams tied in second place. Lydia Rosen off the CK, bending ball, the header, can't get another strike. Upfield, here's Cicera. Cicera now, staying after it. It caroms over to the top of the box. Oh, and then a strike off the shoulder, and it'll be a handball. Struck that time by Lydia Rosen, and thankfully it went off her shoulder instead of her head there. It was very close. Going to be a free kick. Dangerous one, too high. Lydia Rosen trying to go topside, and she had too much on the soccer ball. Substitution again for MB Sand and Surf as Howard Brathwaite wants to get a fresh player in, and so does Christy Shaner. She gets a fresh player in. And we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball. Here's Cicera on the wide. It goes out of play. Lastly touched off by the South Bay Force Blue. 2-2. Waning moments of this match. Will somebody win it, or will it end up tied again? Into the 18-yard box. And up in the air, to save, and her back foot nearly hit the line. And she was able to save the soccer ball. Corbell, and let's see now. She must have went over the line that time.
On the goal, Lids.
And they're going to get a free kick. Big play. Manhattan beats Sand and Surf. Another big try here. Lydia Rosen. Set piece here.
Alex, stay on side.
Rosen against the wind, and it is knocked toward the back of the line as South Bay Force Blue winning it.
Nice job, Lydia.
Lots of English on it now. The 50-50 ball. Staying after it is Myers Rodberg. Still pushed in there deep back. Johnson, and it goes off of Chatwani, I believe it was. Lydia Rosen throws it in. Rosen up at the top. Push towards Rosen, but they win it. South Bay Force Blue now push it upfield. But it is out of play, the far side touchline. Moments left in the match. Manhattan beats Sand and Surf with a throw in. Gonna throw it in again, and the attacking third towards outside of the box. Have to be careful. Remember, Montero has that speed. Defenders have to get back. Here's Montero. Montero trying to go further, but they dispossess her that time. Rosen, a big play into space. And getting onto it is Tuffley. And it is off of the white and blue. Tuffley will throw it in a 2-2 match. Not a lot of time left. Knocked out by Myers Rodberg. Throw in for Manhattan beats Sand and Surf. Looking in his face for Wong, and they will get another chance to try to find Wong as Lydia Rosen will throw it in. Rosen now just outside the box, in the box now. It caroms around, but winning it, and here they're going to go for Montero. Montero down the central. Montero after the soccer ball. Montero takes a shot at the side. That's on by Whitney. Whitney able to reach to her right as Montero on a beautiful run. Here's Cicera. Cicera, now she's going to have her chance. She takes a shot, and a goal! Go, 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 go! Michaela Johnson on a run by Cicera and a right flank, and it is 3-2.
Nice pass, Alex.
3-2 now. How much time is left for the white and blue, the neighbors? South Bay Force Blue playing a great match, but finding the equal scenario coming back at them. And red and black able to find a way to get it in the back of the net 3 times in this match. And that has been the difference over the last time they played. And that's the end of the match! Woo! Rival matchups are always fun to watch in any sport, and you just saw one in a girls under 10. Stick with us. There'll be closing comments and interviews with the young ladies who participated in this Coast Soccer League match today.
You're awesome.
Greg GK Porter back here with the young ladies in the girls under 10 bracket, the Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf, and you are?
Jacqueline.
And what's your last name, Jacqueline?
Hoot.
Okay, Jacqueline, talk about how much fun it was to play in this match today.
It was fun, but very challenging, and a lot of fouls.
Oh, man. You know, these are your rivals. In other words, you know a lot of these, a lot of your teammates know a lot of these girls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you go to school with them and everything. When you're not playing soccer, what's the most fun thing for you to do? You got brothers and sisters or family pets?
I like playing with my dog.
Okay,
Yes.
what kind of dog is that?
Black Lab.
All right, good deal. When you go to school, what is your favorite subject or teacher at school?
Math.
Okay. And tomorrow, are you going to do the trick-or-treat thing?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to get a lot of candy, huh?
Yeah.
As well as what you already got in your hand for winning this game. Okay, well, good luck in the rest of the season. And you are?
Alana Grogan.
Okay, Alana, talk about this match today.
I think the whole team really played really good.
Okay. First time you guys played them, it was a 1-1 tie. Talk about the difference between that match and this one.
We've improved.
Okay. You guys can put it in the back of the net now, right?
Yeah.
All right. That makes a big difference. That's a lot of fun. Well, you're in what, second place all alone now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. When you're not playing soccer, do you have family pets, or what do you like to do?
I like reading.
Okay.
Yeah. I play soccer a lot, though.
All right. Any type of book specifically?
I like Black Beauty.
Okay. All right. That's good stuff. All righty. Not that I've ever read it, but I know it's probably good stuff. So talk about your favorite subject or teacher at school.
I like art.
Okay. All right. Any certain thing to draw or just anything?
Anything.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And you are?
Jordan Rowe.
Jordan, talk about playing in this match today, how much fun it was. And you guys went under the lights, huh?
It was fun, even though I accidentally scored the second goal for the other team.
Oh, wow. That's kind of tough for me to say, so I won't tell anybody. Well, I tell you what, you guys came out winning, 3-2. Where do you guys go from here? Can you guys play better than this?
Yes, we can.
Why did you do that?
So this is just the beginning, huh?
Yeah.
Your little sister saying, hey. All righty. Well, you get a chance to spend some time with her right after this. Talk about things outside of soccer for you that are fun. You got family pets, brothers and sisters, their names?
I usually hang out with my brother and sister a lot because they have games a lot.
What are their names?
Jack and Davis.
Okay, good deal. All right. At school, you got a favorite subject or a teacher at school?
Probably reading.
Okay, all right. Good deal. Favorite books or just whatever you can read?
I usually just read what we do in class.
Okay. Hey, you'll be better and better. There's no doubt about that. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, Jordan. And let me talk to your teammate. And you are?
Lydia Rosen.
Lydia, talk about this match today. You had the task sometimes of marking up with Montero. She can play, can't she?
Yes, she's really, really tough.
she's got some pretty good strikes. There's no doubt about that. But you were tough over there as well as the rest of your teammates. Talk about what you guys maybe can do next time to in the next match to win and in the rest of the season to be successful.
Well, I think that when we have the ball, everybody's on offense, and when they have the ball, everybody is on defense, and everybody else back.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So just, spread out very well and make sure that you guys communicate and do what you guys need to do out there, right?
Yeah.
And you guys did that today. It had to be a lot of fun. Who knows? Maybe you guys be headed for a cup one day, cup championship, or winning a tournament. Outside of soccer, talk about if you got family, pets, your brothers and sisters, and things like that.
I've got one brother and one sister.
Okay.
And
what are their names?
B and Josh. One is 16, so she goes to a tennis academy, and when she comes home, I love to play with her.
All right. You pretty good at tennis?
I used to be.
But you're a soccer player now, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Good deal. All right. At school, you got a favorite subject or teacher over there?
My favorite subject would be PE because we do a lot of fun stuff. We sometimes play soccer on our field.
And you're the best player, right? Or one of the better players, right?
There's one guy in my class named Niall. He's super fast.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's a lot of fun chasing him down, right?
yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Well, girls, good luck in the rest of the season, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Some more of the Manhattan Beach, the ladies, Sand and Surf Strikers. Come on down. Greg G.K. Porter back here under the lights with the Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf Strikers. And you're?
I'm Alex Crisera.
Okay. Alex, talk about, you scored one of the goals. Talk about this match today.
Well, I think the other team played very well, and I think they played hard, and it was a very good match.
All right, it was a great match to watch. A lot of excitement. It's really fun when when it's a rivalry match and you know those girls on the other side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to go back to school and say, "We got you this time."
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, when it's not soccer for you at home, do you have family, pets, brothers and sisters? Give us their names, stuff like that.
I have two brothers. One's named Michael and one's named Mateo, and I have one sister named Mia.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. At school, do you have a favorite subject or teacher at school?
Well, my favorite subject is math.
Okay.
My favorite teacher is Miss Kinzer. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Well, great talking to you. Let me talk to your teammate, and you're?
Michaela Johnson.
Michaela, you scored one of the goals in this match, and you also played keeper. Talk about how much fun it was to play on the pitch today.
Well, I thought it was fun because, they're a good team, and we tried really hard to beat them, and we just beat them.
Okay. So it came out in you guys' favor today, and it was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got any brothers and sisters and family pets at home?
I have a sister and two dogs.
Okay, what kind of dogs are there?
A yellow lab and a Yovier.
All right. At school, your favorite subject over there or favorite teacher at school?
My favorite subject is probably PE.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, good talking to you, Michaela. Let me talk to your teammate, and your?
My name is Allison Wong.
Allison Wong. Didn't you score one of the goals today? Okay. Talk about how much fun it was, again, to play out on the pitch, and you guys became successful, outright winning second place so far.
I think it was really fun because they were really challenging and fun, tough team.
And you guys have played them twice, and they have played you guys tough twice, and only one goal has separated you guys. When you're not playing soccer, do you have a brother and sister, family, pets at home? Talk about that.
I have a brother named Brendan, and I have no pets.
Okay, all right. Does Brandon play soccer?
Yes.
Okay, good deal, good deal. Okay, do you have a favorite subject or teacher at school?
My favorite subject is math, and I don't have a favorite teacher.
Sounds good. Well, nice talking to you. Good luck the rest of the way, and your?
Hannah Beck.
Okay. And talk about how much fun it was to play out on the pitch today.
Well, it was really fun just playing against them because, it was fun playing against them because it's always fun to, win, but it's also fun to, play your rivals and then beat them. and it was just really fun playing soccer. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun when your teammates really get into it, just like you guys did, and it helps for later in the afternoon game, so to speak, because you guys are already warmed up and ready to go, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to being at home, do you have family pets or your brothers and sister or so?
I have 2 brothers and a couple of pets,
Okay, what are your brothers' names?
Matthew and James.
Okay, what kind of pets you got?
We got cats, bunnies, and a lizard.
All right, so they're all fun to play with, right?
No. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. It depends which animals you're talking about.
That's right, depends on their moods, right?
Actually, one cat will bite you all the time, so.
Okay,
And then mostly I just play with my bunnies, but.
okay. When you're at school, a favorite subject or teacher over there?
My favorite subject is math, and I don't really think I like most of my teachers. But
All right, well, thanks for talking to us, and good luck in the rest of the season, okay? And you are?
Ava Vantoff.
Okay. Tell us about playing in this match today.
It was challenging, and we've played them before, and we tied, and it was a good experience to win this game.
What does your coach tell you guys every game to be or to remind yourself of and how the opposition is going to be? What does he tell you? What's a thing that he tells you guys to try to remember?
He always says, like, make the field big so, like, it can get wide.
Right.
And he always says, use your skills.
All right, and you guys definitely did that today, Ava. Talk about things outside of soccer for you. You got family, pets, you got brothers and sisters, maybe. Talk about those things.
I have a brother named Trevor and a dog named Duchess.
Okay, all right, Duchess. That was one of our family dogs' names. All right, well, at school, you got a favorite subject or teacher over there?
Math, and I don't have a favorite teacher.
All right, well, that's good. Well, good, nice talking to you, Ava. Good luck the rest of the season.
Okay, bye.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Olivia Tuffley.
Okay, Olivia, talk about playing out there on the pitch today, running around with your teammates.
Well, it was really fun, and I think that we won because everybody helped the team win because without our defense, they would have scored a lot more goals, and without our offense, we wouldn't have scored any.
You guys were greatly coordinated today. When it's not soccer for you at home, you have brothers and sisters, family pets?
Yeah, I have a brother named Ben and a dog named Carly.
Okay, so both of them are fun to play with, right?
Yes.
All right, good deal. At school, favorite subject or teacher at school?
I like math and science, and I don't have a favorite teacher.
All righty. Well, good talking to you, Olivia, and good luck in the future, okay?
Bye.
Okay. And let me talk to you, definitely not last or least, and you are?
Mia Whitney.
Okay, Mia, you had to play keeper at the very end. You were out there on the pitch in the first half. It was a lot of fun in this match, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were challenging, but we earned the win.
Yeah, you guys definitely did, and it came down to the wire, too. You guys are going to know them for a long time playing out in this Coast Soccer League and stuff, and you're going to see each other a lot. Do you learn anything the next time you play them? I mean, each time you play them, so to speak?
Well, we sometimes learn like what their moves would be, so we know next time how to stop their moves and just block the ball from going in the goal.
You guys do a great job of that, or at least you did that today. And you've been doing it all season, second place, and that's a high ranking. There's no doubt about that. When you're not playing soccer, talk about, do you have family pets or brother and sister?
I have 2 brothers, Jack and Sam, and I have a cat and a dog. The cat's name is Sox Jr., and the dog's name is Chase.
I like that name, Sox. So you said Sox Jr.?
Yeah, because the mom's name is Sox.
All right. Fabulous, fabulous. And at school, you got a favorite subject or teacher at school?
My favorite subject is science, and my favorite teacher is Miss Dryling.
Alrighty. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, Mia.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm back here with Howard Braithwaite, and Howard, this had to be a lot of fun and pleasurable for you watching your kids go out there and just give a great effort towards this evening.
Yeah, it was really exciting. No, the result was fun at the end, but what's more important is this game and like the rest of the season is seeing the girls out there getting touches on the ball, using their skills, having fun, making friends, you know, playing in a really great environment. So today was just, you know, one game of a great season so far.
Well, I tell you what, definitely Christy did a good job for their squad, getting her team prepared and ready for this match. It was a 1-1 tie the last time you guys played each other, but this time around you guys were able to put one late in the game and get the victory. Talk about how well that it seems like they're ready to play you guys when you guys are playing in league play.
Well, I don't think there's much between the two teams, but I thought we stepped up to the plate today. We created lots of chances, scored 3 good goals, and you know, everybody contributed to a great performance and a good win.
That girl Jessica Montero's a load, isn't she?
She's got some speed. She's got some ability, and she's tough to stop.
Well, I tell you what, you guys played fabulously, and your parents were behind the whole effort, and it was a pleasure to be here at Dorsey Field and watch this match today. Good luck in the rest of this Coast Soccer League season for your girls and yourself.
Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Righty. And you see the girls under the lights having some fun after a wonderful match here at Dorsey Field in Manhattan Beach, where you saw the Manhattan Beach Sand and Surf Strikers victorious by 1 goal over a very gallant crew, the South Bay Forest Blues, 3-2, Manhattan Beach. We hope you enjoyed all the action. And until next time, for George Langevin on camera, I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying take care of yourself, God bless, and as always, save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.